Hello, everybody. So nice to see you all. Happy Thursday. It's the first week of December, and we're here in the Daily Antidote of Song celebrating December Antidotes Week, singing all week long just for the sake of being glad about it being December. Snowy up here in New Hampshire. Hope everybody is happy with whatever weather it is they have here. It's quite beautiful here. And I want to say hello and welcome to all the folks on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us today here in the Daily Antidote as we are now past 600 days of singing one song every day with song leaders from around the world and a community also from around the world. And we're glad you're here with us today. Please come tomorrow and the next day and the next to join us for more fun. Hello to everybody in the room. Hi, Anna, who is running the tech today, our Daily Antidote assistant. So glad you're here. Hello to Cissa Paz, who we haven't seen for a while, and we're so glad she's here, coming in from DC. Hello to Al with his guitar. Nice to see you. I'll have to ask Cissa what chord she's playing in. Hello to Brian. Nice to see you today, coming in from Maryland, and Annette in California, Mabel, and a very large cinnamon bear coming in today from, wait, he just shrunk. Coming in from Massachusetts, good to see you. And hello to Becky, nice to see you, coming in from British Columbia. Arlene in Berkeley, California. Hello, Lolly, thank you for being here today. I'm not sure if you're new to us today, but glad you're here. Hello to Deli, nice to see you today. And Trish, nice to see you, coming in from Victoria. Hi, Kathy in Virginia, nice to see your smile. Hello, Susan in Ohio, nice to see your smile. Sheila in Florida, glad to see you today. Deborah in Kentucky, hello, good to see you. Hi, Julie in Ontario. Nice to have you with us today. Glad you're back. Hello to Shari in New Hampshire. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Hello. Hi to Ruth in Birmingham, England. Nice to have you today. Christiana in Rockville. Hello. Nice to see you. Johnny Harper. Hello. Nice to see you today. Sarah in Texas. Hi to Dane in, let's see, is it Massachusetts? Maryland. Maryland. I did it. All right. Jamie in Victoria. Nice to see you today. Thanks for being here. And let's see who else we have. Susan in Seattle, hello, nice to have you. And hello to Carolyn in Idaho with a beautiful angel. Hello to Amanda and Miles, dressed for the wintry weather. And Amanda, your head actually looks like you have snow on the top of it. It's kind of awesome. Good to see both of you. I'm glad you're here, coming in from Michigan. Caroline in DC, nice to see you. Kat in Vermont, hello, nice to see you. Luda in Victoria, hello, nice to see you. Karen in Oregon, hello. Hi, Sandy in Western North Carolina. Hello, Steve and Michelle in Silver Spring. Glad to see both of you today. Hello to Martha in Oregon. Nice to have you today. Glad you're here. Hi, Kevin in New Hampshire, the assistant to the assistant to the assistant of the Daily Antidote, unofficially and officially in many ways. Bronwyn in Victoria. Hi, nice to see you. Lisa, back in again, coming into the room from Clarksville, Indiana, and we're glad you're here. We've missed you. Jim in New York City. Hello, nice to see you. And Aloysius in Western Mass. Somewhere in the background of his car. Hi, Jean in Pittsburgh. Hello, Jane in Texas. Hello, Penny and Ralph in Victoria. Or that's Ralph with Penny maybe far off in the background. Hello, Kirsten. Nice to see you, coming in from Maryland. Hello to Busy, also in Maryland, Executive Director of Carpe Diem Arts, 3 cheers for Busy, who makes so much of this possible. Hello, Storm in the seasonally appropriate hat, coming in from Massachusetts. Good to see you. Hello to Jaden. Nice to have you today. Glad you're here again. Hello to Nancy's Irish Cow in Washington State. Hoda in British Columbia. Hello, hello. Lovely background. Hi to Cliff in Vermont. Hello to Martha. I said hello to you already. And Sandy in Maryland. Hi, I'm so glad you're here, Sandy. And other folks who are not on camera. That's Jamie and Gary and Lisa. And Tusi in Massachusetts may also be new to us today. Hello, Lynn in Connecticut. And Kate also might be new to us today, Kate Caldwell. I'm not sure if that's our Kate or not. I don't think that is our Kate in Charlottesville. Hello, everybody. Let's take a big, deep breath. And be grateful for being here in the beginning of December with lots of really exciting music and events coming up for the whole rest of this month. Tomorrow night, we have an open mic night. So there will be instructions in the chat. If you would like to sign up to sing a song, please let us know. And lots more coming. A cocktail party, some really fun fundraiser stuff, lots more announcements coming all month long. Today, I'm super excited to have in the room with us Cissa Paz, who we weren't able to sing with a lot over the course of this past year because she was very busy going back and forth to Brazil a lot. We're going to talk about that more later. But Cissa, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We can't wait to hear about your song and to sing it with you.
Thank you so much. I made a mistake and I sent you the wrong song. I'm sorry, the wrong lyrics. I mean, so the chorus is really simple for the song that I'm gonna sing because the one I sent you I actually sang last time, so I don't want to repeat. But the
Okay,
one that I'm gonna sing that I wanted to sing today is actually has a really short chorus, so I can just type it in here really. I already typed it, but let me type it in for you guys really quick. Do you
perfect.
see it up there?
Let's
I'm gonna do
see
it in
if,
caps so that you don't
okay.
get confused.
Okay, perfect. All right, we'll just wait a second and I will stall just by saying that I'm super glad that you're here because when you have brought us songs in the past, they have been beautiful. We met Cissa through one of our Library of Congress Archive Challenge weeks with the American Folklife Center, and it was a wonderful chance to meet somebody new, and we're so glad she's part of the community. All right, I see lyrics in the chat. Cissa, I'm
Very
turning it back over
simple.
to you. Great.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah. So it's very simple. It goes Exu Gbe Mio, and you can just say be. You don't have to say the G. Exu Gbe Mio, no ma si no MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. So let's say it one more time. Exu Gbe. Sorry for the noise here. There's construction and people mowing the lawn, doing stuff outside. Anyway, sorry about that. Exu Gbe Mio, no ma sino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. And the way you sing it is Exu Gbe Mio, no ma sino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no ma sino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. One more time. Exu Gbe Mio, no ma sino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no ma sino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. So I'll talk a little bit about what the song is about. I hope you enjoy it. It's kind of a new song for me. I wrote it a few months ago with a friend of mine. He gave me the first two lines there. Exu Gbe Mio no masi no moloji. Actually, the whole thing. Moloji chiriri iwapele. It's a prayer to a Orisha called Eshu. He is the Orisha of the beginning and the end, of life and death, of the crossroads, of the decisions, of the change, and all kinds of things that begin and end. Everything that we all go through, right? So he's supposed to be honored at the beginning of everything when they have like a ritual or a ceremony or whatever it is. I actually don't practice candomblé or santeria, but I'm really into the culture around it and the history behind it, and I really really love studying about it. There's so many amazing stories, there's a lot to learn from it. So it's a big passion of mine. And so my friend gave me this prayer, and he said, hey, can we make a song out of this? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's how this song was born. Should I go ahead and play it, or do you want to hear more things? Play it. Okay.
No, we'd love it if you would play it. We're super excited to sing along with you.
Awesome. And thanks for having me, by the way. This is a real treat to warm up our days. Vem, meu bem, que o dia vai raiar. Olhe bem, caminhos vão entrar. Negue não a sua inspiração, ele vai instigar. Sim ou não, a voz vai cutucar. Tentação, é hora de dançar. Santo ar, refúgio para libertar. Here we go. Exu Gbe Mio no masino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio no masino MOLO de TIRIRI IWAPELE. Iwapele. Vem, meu bem, que o dia vai raiar. Olhe bem, caminhos vão entrar. Negue não a sua inspiração. Ele vai instigar. Sim ou não, a voz vai cutucar. Tentação, é hora de dançar. Santo ar, refúgio para libertar. Exu Gbe Mio, no Masino, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Masino, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Masino, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Masino, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Cissa. That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I I liked seeing everybody swaying in the room, although it might have just been that I was swaying so much that everybody else looked like they were swaying. I'm not sure. It was so rhythmic. It felt like being on a boat a little bit. I love when songs do that. Um, so you said that it was related to an orisha, which I think is like the equivalent of a god in the Santeria and the Candomblé. Is that
Yeah, it
right?
could be considered a god or a saint or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, and his
And
name is Ishu.
Ishu. And
Ishu.
can you tell us like the literal translation of the song?
So it's basically a prayer. The beginning part of it is just kind of talking about a person preparing their ceremony, that they're gonna give offerings to Eshu and that they're welcoming Eshu into their moment, and trying to get him to open opportunities, because that's what we ask him for usually, is we ask him for to bring us new opportunities, and to help us make the right decisions, because he's the god of the crossroads, right? So when we're at a crossroads and we don't know which way we should take, that's when we ask him for guidance. And so that's what it's kind of talking about, setting up his little altar and praying to him. And then the prayer is pretty much saying that I promise that I will practice Iwapele. Iwapele means that I will be a good person, that I will help others, that I, love your neighbor, love thy neighbor, things like that. So that's what pretty much the song says.
That's beautiful. So Iwapele, the last line in the chorus, means all of that goodness all rolled into one,
Yeah,
like a whole
yeah.
value system set.
It means live your life, and treat people the way you want to be treated. Live your life in a positive way. Take care of others the way you take care of yourself, and take care of your family, and just be a good person, pretty much, right? Just do things out of love and not out of greed or anything like that. Mhm.
That's beautiful. So I love when things connect with life. And so my tea bag this morning said something like, let your need be to help others in need, or something like that. And so I
Yeah.
love the way all of that interconnects. And I feel like, in particular, the idea of a crossroads is also so significant, because culturally, I feel like we're at so many crossroads. It's been like a year or 2 years of crossroads, and
Yeah.
we're all trying to find our way and like sort of determine what the right next steps are in a way where we don't actually know, like some of the ways we used to think or previously have felt maybe like we know what a series of next steps could even be. I feel like in this past 2 years there's kind of more question marks, and so it's the perfect song and the perfect saint in that context. So you did exactly
Yeah,
right.
I
Thank you.
agree. I agree. And also for this time of year with the holidays coming in, and sometimes people can get sad, because they maybe some loved one who was not there anymore this year for some reason, even COVID or something else. And so that can be a sad time of year. And there are people who feel very lonely because they might not have a big family, or might be in bad terms with their family. So it's important to remember that we do need to love our neighbors, and we need to remember that they're there, and take care of them the way that we wish that we would be taken care of. So
That's so beautiful. Thank you. So, to everybody in this room, to our DAS family here in this room, we've all done a really good job this year of loving each other and helping each other with our needs and helping outside of our community. And so, it's really, can we just take a moment to kind of look each other in the eye here for a second, scroll around on your different screens, make sure you see everybody, give some hugs to all the folks in this room. I kind of feel like we embody exactly what we're talking about here today. And it's so lovely to be able to reflect on that with all of you here. Thank you so much for all of the
thank
beautifulness you
you.
bring to this room. And Cissa, speaking of beautifulness, I know that you got to go to Brazil in this past year. Even during COVID, I know there were times where travel was better and easier. And so, can you give us just a little bit about how beautiful Brazil
Of
was
course,
and
I
how
could
nice it
talk
was
all
to be
day
back?
about it. Yeah, and then I'll answer a couple questions that I see here too, real quick, after I talk about Brazil. So I was there in September. I went to celebrate my birthday and to see family, and it was beautiful as always. I did try to keep away from people, which is kind of sad. So I didn't get to see everyone I wish I had seen. I went to Rio de Janeiro, where I'm from, and to Bahia. I got to hook up with some friends and family there, and it was just wonderful to be back home. The trip itself wasn't too bad because when I went, the airports were still kind of not as busy because now I feel like now they're back to being really busy because people just, they threw everything to the air and they said, you know what, I got to live my life. And I feel that way too. I'm like, we have to live our lives. We have to be careful, but we have to live our lives. So I think it's nice to be able to travel again without as much of the guilt trip that I think we were given a year ago. So that part of it was okay. Oh, September birthday, yay. Virgo's in the house, or is Virgo or something else that I can't remember now. September, October, Libra? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's
So
right.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Salvador, that's where I went. I went to a place called Embaçaí, which is where the ocean meets a river, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's really gorgeous there. So it was more of a relax and brace yourself for what's coming type of trip because am renovating a house right now and it's a little bit stressful and I'm also on a music sabbatical, which is never a total sabbatical because I always have my guitar right here and I always try to make sure I practice because if I don't then I get sad. So we don't want that to happen. So it was wonderful. It was wonderful to be back home. I did get to see a couple friends that I hadn't seen in literally 20 years, 20, maybe 22 years. And that was very special. And there was some crying involved, but it was really amazing to see them after so long. We lost each other before, Instagram and social media and all that stuff existed. And then finally we found each other, and I hadn't been back to Brazil to see them until now. So that was really nice. So yeah, what can
That's
I say? I love my home. It's nice. It's nice to be able to have two homes because I feel like I'm also American because I've been here for so long, and it's nice to have two cultures and two homes.
that's great. And is your sabbatical kind of because of your house renovation project? Like you're just reinvesting your energies in a different creative space?
Yeah, yeah, it is because I have to put a lot of energy into it, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to give my energy as much as I usually do to my music and to other clients and things and shows and gigging and things like that. So I said, you know what, let me take a break and do this. So that's what I'm doing. It's a little bit stressful, but it's also really exciting and fun. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for sharing all of that. It's nice to see that sometimes musicians like to engage in different creative pursuits. And when it's actually making your own nest, I think that's kind of cool. Like you're going to end up with a nest where you can make more music and write more songs
Yeah,
and sort of
yeah.
return to
I
it in a beautiful space.
Definitely. And to answer some songs that I saw here, I mean, I'm sorry, some songs, some questions that I saw here. The language of the prayer is Yoruba, which is African, and the person who asked was saying, "Oh, it sounds African or indigenous," and it is. It's African, from Nigeria. And in Brazil, Yoruba is still spoken by a very small number of people. And it's really interesting because the language there has progressed differently than it has in Nigeria. So when you get a Nigerian person comes to Brazil and they meet someone who speaks Yoruba, they can't really understand each other. So it's really interesting to think about that, how languages progress and change over time, and slang plays a part in that as well. So it's really an interesting thing. Oh, and Brazil
Awesome.
episode of Black in Latin America. I've been meaning to watch that. I haven't seen that yet, so I need to see that. Thanks for reminding us, Amanda and Miles.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for that link. That's really great. So, one of the things I think that I've had on my mind this year is how a dominant language and our ideas of the rightness or wrongness or stasis of said language affects how we might view other cultures, or how it makes a space for maybe the wrong-headed kind of thinking about closure or about openness. And so it's interesting to hear you talking about the changes of language in the context of all that we've been through this year. So you kind of keep bringing me back to this point, which is reflecting back over where we've been. And it's nice to have you back in after not having had you for a while, because there's been a long period of reflection that we've all just gone through. And hope we can see you a lot more in this upcoming
Yeah,
2022 year.
me
And
too.
I'm wondering how you would feel about singing it one more time so we can sing along with you again before we have to say
Sure,
goodbye.
of course, of course. I'd love to. We love singing our own songs, don't we? Vem, meu bem, que o dia vai raiar. Olhe bem, caminhos vão entrar. Negue não a sua inspiração. Ele vai instigar. Sim ou não, a voz vai cutucar. Tentação, é hora de dançar. Santo ar, refúgio para libertar. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. IWAPELE. Vem, meu bem, que o dia vai raiar. Olhe bem, caminhos vão entrar. Negue não a sua inspiração. Ele vai instigar. Negue não, a voz vai cutucar. Tentação, é hora de dançar. Santo ar, refúgio para libertar. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Exu Gbe Mio, no Máximo, MOLO de TIRIRI, IWAPELE. Yay, thank you.
Yay, thank you, Cissa Paz. Let's all let Cissa Paz see how much we love singing that beautiful, beautiful song, and thinking about going out into our day and our month with a little more iwapele under our
IWAPELE.
wings.
Yes.
Yeah, let's take that with us, gang, and use it a lot this month whenever we feel like we're at crossroads, or we need to remember about helping others in need, or thinking about living in kindness. So, Sissa, thank you again for bringing us a beautiful song. Very
Thank you
happy to sing
guys.
with you, and can't wait to have you back again. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thanks, gang, for joining us today, and can't wait to see you tomorrow. And go ahead and check in the comment section if you want to offer a song up for our open mic night. There's info in the chat there for you, so you can join us. Thanks, and see you tomorrow, Facebook.